new at 6 o'clock. Some experts considered Illinois' tax forfeiture system the most abusive in the nation. That's because Illinois is the only state where homeowners facing tax foreclosure are not entitled to any proceeds from the sale of their home. Further investigation into the state's tax foreclosure process reveals a disproportionate impact on Black senior homeowners here in Cook County. We've got two people joining me today, Carlos Ballesteros with Injustice Watch and Emiline Posner with the Investigative Project on Race and Equity. They're joining us in studio to talk about this first of its kind analysis. I was reading through the story today, very impressive. I want you to explain, because I think sometimes people hear property taxes or taxes and forfeiture and they're sort of very confused, right? So I want you to explain what's going on here, that it's being called abusive in the state of Illinois, that this is such an issue that's affecting so many people in our Black community and our Latino community. So Emiline, I'll start with you.
Absolutely. So if a homeowner falls behind on their bill and they can't get current, their lien gets
on their property tax
on their
bill.
property taxes, exactly. Under state law, the county is required to auction off a lien on their property within a certain time frame, and investors can come in and bid on that lien. And if through that system, fees and interest accumulates, and if the homeowner can't catch up in 30 months at the very least,
so
they face
2.5 years about
exactly.
They get to catch up, and if they don't, they basically lose their home.
Exactly.
So any equity that they might have on their home does not go to them. Is that kind of how it works?
That's exactly how it works, Lourdes. So what ends up happening is if you don't pay and you end up losing your home, the investor that bought your tax debt, that paid off your delinquent taxes, gets to keep your home and all of your home equity, which is a system that doesn't exist anywhere else in the country except for Illinois. And
you found hundreds of people that fall under this category where they just lost their home due to one of these tax sales.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, our analysis found 1,000 owner-occupied homes over the last 6 years, at least, here in Cook County that were lost, and the concentration of them were in areas that are majority Black across the Cook County, especially on the south side, on the west side.
I want to explain it to people even further, and I want you to sort of personalize this story, because you start out your reporting with a lady by the name of Velma Lewis, who had this sort of family home that she had lived in for years, and she, in essence, lost it, right?
Absolutely. Emiline, do you want to take it?
Do you want to? Yeah,
sure,
Emiline.
yeah. So she had to replace a roof unexpectedly on the home and thought she had more time to catch up on the property taxes.
Yeah, and Velma is a senior.
So at the time she was in her early 70s. She's now 77, and trying to save up to get current, and she couldn't with all of the interest and fees that accumulated. It's a really complicated process, and it's very difficult to understand what your rights are and what your time frames are. And in the end, an investor foreclosed on her home, and she faced an eviction from her home, which is just a really traumatic process. And the option left to her was to find a way to take out a mortgage to buy her family home that had been in her family since the early 60s back. So in her late 70s, she's now facing a 30-year mortgage on a home that was paid off.
And so she's paying that mortgage and renting somewhere else or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
so tough. Go ahead.
No, and just to really clearly illustrate the difference between Illinois and the rest of the country. In Illinois, Velma Lewis doesn't have any chance of recouping any of the lost equity in that house, whereas in every other state in the country, there is a system for homeowners to at least recoup some of the equity that they're losing through this process.
And there is a Supreme Court case, right, that addresses all of this, but somehow Illinois is not complying with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we heard from across the board from legal experts that we spoke to, that the Supreme Court decision came down 2 years ago, and since then, more than a dozen states across the country reformed their tax sale systems to come into compliance with this Supreme Court decision, and Illinois is the last to do so.
Why?
It's very complicated, I mean, I think, first of all, Illinois' system is a little bit more complicated than the rest of the country, and the investors, also known as tax buyers, have a lot of sway and influence in Springfield. And they always have for decades, and which complicates matters even more.
Is there any effort right now, and I know we've got like 30 seconds left, to change it, right? Are we going to see any change in the coming year, let's say?
Yeah, so there are proposals on the table that are being debated in Springfield for the upcoming, before the deadline ends for the legislative session at the end of this month. But none of the proposals really address sort of how people end up in tax foreclosure in the first place. And that's somewhere where Illinois is far behind other states in the country to offer protections for homeowners to prevent them from getting to tax foreclosure at all.
So for somebody like Velma, it would have been resources so that she could have fixed her roof and maybe paid off her tax bill instead of
Or
falling
excluding
into-
her from the whole process. You know,
Okay.
some states really exclude seniors from having their taxes sold at all to investors. So
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, the both of you, for your work on this.
Thanks for
And
doing this.
I'm sure we will link their story to our website, or at least I will link it to my Facebook page if folks want to read it. Great reporting. We appreciate you.
thank you.
All right. Well, Ray, we'll send it to you.
Thank you.